Hello and welcome to these Battlegrounds. I'm Bobby B, and today we'll be looking at the G.I. Joe Classified Series MMS, or Mobile Missile System, with Colonel Hawk, or Clayton Hawk Abernathy, whichever you want to call him. We'll talk about this. Obviously, it's a repaint. We'll do things how we normally do, and I did skip some steps and put it together for you guys because you guys don't care to watch me fumble with this thing. But it took like a few seconds. It was no big deal, nothing hard, nothing crazy. But we got it. I tried my old, order one more. I do my initial pre-order. Then when they show they're starting to ship, I'll try to order one. They ship both at the same time because the pre-order one was scheduled to ship or to arrive at like the end of the week or whatever, and then your normal pre-order stuff. And then if you go and order it when it comes in stock right away, it might ship sooner than your pre-order one. I don't know how that works, but logistics and whatnot. And I tried that, my hand at that, and they ship both at the same time. They both arrived today, so instead of the end of the week. So I'm here for it. We'll take a look at this, and I'm pretty pumped about him. So we'll jump into this. But we got our typical G.I. Joe classified vehicle box. We got G.I. Joe Clayton Hawk Abernathy with the MMS mobile missile system, whatever you want to call it. We got some like temple ruins in the background here. We got a nice little action shot of him. We got the Ostriker in the background. Then we got the MMS, which looks like it's hit. They have it firing like in line with the ground, but we'll talk about it. He is in a little window. There's two plastic trays, one with weapons and stuff, and one with him. It's gonna be number 182 in the line. 82. Is that a callback? I don't know. Was that intentional? Who knows? But we're gonna do this. You guys know how we do vehicles here. We just kind of make it work. The desk can only be so big, but there's all his attributes. QR code 182, and then we got this really rough artwork over here on the side. There's better artwork out there, so it's kind of disappointing with that one. But the back, we got our little schematic shot. Get that to focus for you guys. We got some weapons, we got the figure, we got our blast effects, we got the missile system itself, which is a lot taller than 6.3 inches if I'm not mistaken. But close-up of a younger Hawk back in his Colonel days before he gets promoted. We got a close-up of the, brake lights, if you would, of the trailer, and then just the general side shot of it. So not a whole lot else going on. I don't believe this is going to be in stores, but if you guys truly want it, there's your UPC. Actually, where was this made at? And this is going to be made in China. So, just that one retro wave was Vietnam, right? We got our classic box. We got Clayton Hawk Abernathy. I don't know why they just call him Colonel Hawk. I'm sure they could get away with Colonel Hawk instead of just Hawk. But with MMS mobile missile system 182, it's going to be that goofy upside down nonsense weapons crate thing they did. So you get one of these, or the recycling bin gets one of those if you would. And then it does come in pieces. It's easy to put together. It took not even minutes. Got your instruction booklet. Again, you got to plug the tires, wheels, whatever you call them on. You got to plug the stabilizer arms and then the hitch together. Then you put the missile mount itself and the missiles. And you also get the plate covering for the controls, which we'll take a look at. And that's it. But it doesn't show you how to put the helmet on, like we've seen in the past. So, if you have the HMS, the Heat Seek missile for Cobra, it's the exact same thing. However, this is in Army Green, and I'm here for it. At first, I was like, "Oh, cool, a repaint," but I think this looks great. You guys know I love my military aesthetic and everything, and I think this gets the job done. But these are really squishy, as you can see, opposed to the Vamp. But we got all kinds of little doodads. Got a blue arrow, danger, 3167. Get my light in here. We got some hydraulics in there, hydraulic system down there. Obviously, you can change the height so you can have it get carried by the Vamp, or you can have it get carried by something a little taller. Maybe we're going to see a Mauler or Moped in the future, or maybe the Snowcat can tow this thing around. I'm not sure. We'll find out here. But a little bit of paint in there. We got our U.S. Army classic star. Going in there, we got the panel control cover right here. We got a little bit of writing. Wherever there's trouble over land, sea, and air, G.I. Joe is there. But we don't have anything for the sea yet, minus a few divers. So, I wish this kind of folded down, or like there was a way to not have this piece be separate. But we got some buttons, and that looks like it's not a whole lot else going on. Some dark gray in there, some black, some red. Not a whole lot else going on. Put that back on there. We got our brake lights. We got stand back, caution for the legs to go up so it could roll around. We got a nice little red triangle warning thing there. We got our explosives. We got our hazard symbol over here. Little gray vent sculpted in there. On the bottom, we just all flat. We got a silver kind of ventilation turbine thing in there. Red number 3. I'm not sure if that's a callback to anything or not. Let me know. Our U.S. Army star there. We got United States here. We got G.I. Joe on this side. 3167. Beware of blast. Then we have our flag moving forward on that side. As far as the missiles themselves, I almost wanted to call them rockets, but you know, teach their own. We got the star. We got XRU 8001. Beware blast. Caution. And that's going to be on both sides. And then we got our dog bone, how it fits in. We do get, we're going to circle back to that. We do get our blast effects. We saw them with the Stinger. We saw them with scrap iron. I feel like somebody else has had them too recently. Are we seeing them in 2-packs? Some of the 2-packs, but we got our impacts. We got our smoke and our blast. We got our swoosh, whatever you want to call it, with our smoke. Ace is sleeping or else she'd be going nuts. She loves these things for some reason. She has a whole box of them. We got some more impacts. We got a big one. We got a small one. And those are always pretty fun. And then we have our, like, backwards rocket blast. I don't know why they didn't flip this. I mean, it's an easy flip, but you got your short blast. And then you have your longer blast that plug in. And I'm sure there's, you know, photos out there where the smoke is right here, and you know that's just the light. But I mean, just make it, just flip it. You know, it's easy that way. That's like the common way. That's how it's always associated. I don't know why they didn't flip that, but if you have your Rattler or Dragonfly, you got some more blast effects. It's a little on the loose side, but it works. And then if you have the big old one, I think that looks awesome. But there's no way, like, this dog bone and this dog bone connector are 2 different sizes, so it doesn't exactly work out too well. But I'm sure if you do some photography magic or some museum putty or some sticky tack or whatever, you can get it to work and play it off and make it work. So if you aren't displaying these with your Rattler or Dragonfly. But overall, I think it looks great. Even as a just kind of like a set piece, I think it works out pretty well, and I'm here for it. I love the old battle sets, accessory sets, whatever you want to call them, especially an outpost, like an Outpost Defender. I would go nuts for some Outpost Defender. But there you have it, your MMS. Now let's dive into what really pulled me into this set. Even though I love this thing in OD green, Army green, whatever you want to call it. Hawk pulled me into this set originally, and I'm pumped for it. But we got a plethora of weapons here. So we have the Stalker / Duke submachine gun, all black. Magazine drops out. We got the porthole for blast effects. We got that, you know, M16 AR build we've seen a couple times. Porthole for blast effects. Magazine drops out. Definitely one of the better weapons in the classified line. We get the classic laser rifle, and I'm here for it. I think anybody from the cartoon or the OG, you know, characters need to come with this. Especially if they're a character that doesn't normally come with a weapon, just throw this in. Like, Breaker should have came with one of these. The newest Breaker. I mean, both Breakers, but Mass Device Breaker should have definitely come with one of these. Continuing on, we got this little pistol, all black at the porthole for blast effects. And then we have this pistol with like the extended magazine, all black, porthole for blast effects. Get that out of the way. We get this very thick knife. Silver blade, black handle, not a whole lot else going on for it. Then moving into accessories, we got our weapon sheath. We've seen it with Stalker. Did anyone else come with this one? I'm not sure off the top of my head, but some molly straps, some buckles sculpted in there, all black. And then obviously you can store the weapons in it. Weapon, I guess. So you can do the submachine gun. Can you do any others? Yeah, you could do the... That's not... It's solid on the bottom, but you can make that work. I don't think this guy's going to work at all. So, 2 out of 3 ain't bad, I guess. And then you also get this helmet. It's got the visor. It's got the peltors and mouthpiece. It's got the rhino mount. It's got the pack on the back to power the peltors. And there you have it. That's kind of, is that just foggy or am I smudging that up? It's a little on the foggy side maybe, unless I'm just seeing things. And now the man himself. The leader of the GI, well, the future leader, I guess. I guess he's leader at this time of the GI Joe team. He's the field commander, if you would. But we got a younger looking blonde Hawk. We got our old man Hawk over here. I can see the resemblance. Got the cleft in this chin, got the sunken eyes. But it's there. Nice kind of fade. Got the brown going into the blonde. Got the short going into the long hair. It's kind of the spiked up 80s look. We got Xandar's vest. We got the Molly painted green. We got Abernathy Clayton M on it. I don't know why they would put that whole thing. They should have put Colonel Hawk. That would have been great for that. That'd be a nice little Easter egg on it. Or just Abernathy. Not a whole lot else going on. Back's all black. And then we're going to be on like that typical BDU grunt buck we've seen a couple times, stalker buck, but got our T-pose, got our butterflies. Head can look up that much, can look down that much. Got our bicep cut. We got our shoulder pockets kind of painted gray. Double jointed pinless elbows. He's really smooth. There's an ab crunch in there, which you can get to through the vest. Little bit of movement at the waist, not a whole lot. Drop down hips. And he can do the splits. Kick forward that much. Kick backwards that much. Got our thigh cut. We're rocking some pouches. We saw him with Grunt. I feel like we saw him up with someone else recently too. I'm looking at my other piles, but we saw him with Grunt. We got our big pouch over here. We got our double patch over here. We got the buckle sculpted in. Double jointed pinless knees. That much bend. We got our boot cut. And our ankle rocker rotation. So our boy is looking good. As far as grabbing this helmet, getting this on. I feel like I need to work it to get that microphone out of his face. It's like across his mouth instead of over his mouth. That's a bit on the downside, but visor up, visor down. I wonder how I can heat it up and kind of work it over. There we go. Just had to work it a little bit. As far as, I don't think I had any issues with the pistol holster, but there we go. We're rocking Grunt's belt too, so you can store I think he stores the magazine for that rifle in there, and you can throw the pistol in here. Or if you want to flip it, dealer's choice, shooter's preference, if you would. Just got that giant extended mag sticking out. There is no knife sheath. Is this to make up for my missing snow serpent knife? But we just saw that with Law and Order too, so. Is there figures out there with a sheath but no knife? I'm not against all the extra weapons, however, again, I just think knives are kinda there. But I think he's looking great. We got a couple of OG 13 or 14, if you would, standing by. Well, let's get him next to his future self, his future general self. So there you have your Colonel Hawk and General Hawk before he gets promoted. We got our, should be figure number 1 Grunt. I guess classified Grunt, not the OG. I guess technically he's classified too, because Colonel Hawk's in a bunch of web gear. Plate armor wasn't exactly widely used in the 80s. Got some flak jackets left over from Vietnam. And we got our rock and roll retro. So we're keeping our OG green shirts alive. But there you have it. Your G.I. Joe Classified series, MMS with Colonel Hawk. Did you pick it up? You skipping out on it? How do you feel about Colonel Hawk? Do you wish they just would have kept the OG look? Could you expect to see him on a retro card? Let me know in the comments below. Till next time, load up, grab your kits. See you on the battlegrounds.